Is Guardiola the best manager in the Premier League history? It's $1 million question. I love how you stare at me.
Oh,
Is he?
I don't think he
You're itching to speak first?
itching. Oh,
I don't think he is.
oh, okay, you go first.
I think that title goes to Fergie. He has the most
Ferguson?
titles.
Why?
Yeah, he has the most titles. He won 13 in what? Is it 24 years?
Yeah, about 26. Yeah.
But does that justify that enough?
He won the trophy back to back 3 times. No, I think the 3 in a row twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think any manager has been able to do that.
Okay, we've done something he never did 4 in a row. But
But he's done 3 in a row twice.
Oh, don't worry.
Nobody has been able to do that. And I think if you mention Premier League, it's Ferguson. That's what gave Manchester United the relevance in, let's see, the last.
But I mean, it's
20,
about how
30 years.
Guardiola came into the Premier League, and people said that, look, it's not like the German Bundesliga where you know people say it's a farmers league or what have you.
Yeah.
He came, stamped his authority, and identified his style. So I'm not arguing for you, but I mean,
he needed to
asking
do
you
some
that question,
adjustments. So he needed to adjust to how the Premier League was being played. And yes, he's refined it a bit and he's been able to be successful. I'll put it that way. But then I think if you are looking at it in the grand scheme of things, the Premier League era, I think it's Ferguson.
You feel trophy should be the bar?
Not even that. So Ferguson, he recycled teams more than 2 or 3 times. He did that a lot of times. The teams he won with from the 93, 92, that changed. He brought in the 99 era, the treble winning squad. Then there was the 2002 squad where I think there was Veron and all those, the Van Nistelrooys, then the Rooneys, then the Van Persie one. So he's had, let's say, 4 or 5 different cycles of players. The results are still been the same. He's still won. So I mean, 13, that's a lot. I don't know if Guardiola is going to catch him though. If he catches him, then we can have that conversation that he's the greatest. But until then, I think it's Fergie.
Look, I feel we can still have that conversation because Guardiola is managing egos as well. And I mean,
you know, I'm coming.
okay.
Look,
Yeah. So let me
understand everything you said, but you see, counting simply is not fair. Because Ferguson had 6 years to build himself before he won his first title in the Premier League. 6 years. Pep came 1 year. He said, "Okay, this is how we do it. 1-2-1-2. Move things around." Then he won, right?
True.
With unlimited funds.
Well, there's nothing like
Fact.
unlimited.
No,
funds.
let us not go into that chapter.
But
It's
Ferguson,
factual.
if I
Why
talk
you-
about the number of times Ferguson broke the British transfer record,
unless
you can,
Ferguson
you
had
can
funds
keep
too.
talking about it too. Ferguson was also a checkbook manager.
Ferguson had
it's a
funds
fact.
too, so yeah.
I'm not coming to sit here and say that Pep Guardiola didn't spend money, but to pretend like Ferguson didn't spend money is not true.
He hasn't
Look at
spent
how
as much as.
No, but if you adjust for inflation,
He
he
spent
spent
in
more.
his time. He spent a lot of
If
money.
you adjust for inflation, he spends
But that's
more.
over a 26,
Oh, but
24
no,
year
I'm
period.
even saying even the fees he spends for some of the players, like adjusted for inflation. Someone like
I mean, how much he bought Ferdinand,
someone like
Dimitri
Ferdinand
Berbatov,
scored
if you
like
want to
one-
go into that.
No,
But he bought
that's
Josko
what I'm saying.
Vardy for
Adjust-
70
that's
million
what I'm
pounds.
saying.
Who?
Josko Vardy for 70
But
million
that's what I'm
pounds.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what
So
I'm
in his
saying.
era,
His
he-
backline alone is over 500 million
Let me
pounds.
let me speak. Adjusted for
Okay.
inflation,
Yeah.
someone like Ferdinand cost 120 million.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I said adjusted for. You can go and check. You know,
No, this adjustment is
Oh.
unfair.
we can go and, I don't have the. He cost probably like 120 million. Roy Keane cost like 110. Like you can
Roy
go to-
Keane
Yes,
cost
that's what I
like
said,
110.
adjusted for inflation.
This
That's
adjustment is 40.
I mean, I didn't do it. It's the Atletico. I can find. I'll find. You can find that.
problem.
Yeah, find an article for him.
That's what I'm saying. That the money Ferguson spends, he spends money. So if we are taking that,
No,
Pep
we
spends
don't-
money.
we
It's
don't
not.
want to
It's
go
not.
there.
They
Yeah.
both spend money.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the statistics and the facts.
Absolutely.
100-point season, never done before.
True.
My
Factual.
my champion
He
Pep
didn't
Guardiola.
need to. He
Factual,
didn't need
factual,
100 points to
factual.
win.
He couldn't have even done it
No,
if he
factual.
wanted
I
to.
mean, you can go
No,
ahead.
no, no. Let's be honest.
Oh,
If
why
Fergie
you-
wanted to get 100
he
points,
was-
he would have.
he-
I mean, it's interesting, but
he
you can.
wanted
This
to,
is
he
factual.
couldn't. 4 in a row. He wanted to. He couldn't.
Yeah.
It's like saying Jordan doesn't have a good 3 points percentage. He didn't need to in his era.
But you see,
That's the point.
relax, let me finish. But we're comparing. That's what I'm saying. 4 in a row. He wanted to. He couldn't. That
Yeah.
one was it that he didn't want to win.
But he did 3 in a row
Oh,
twice.
that one there. Fair enough. We'll give it to him. Second thing, and the most important thing for
Great.
me,
We want to hear that.
points per season. The average.
That's crucial.
The average.
In
It's
fact,
very
if you
important.
pick
to me.
managers like Jose Mourinho, these stats are what he
the
brags about.
Yeah, the reason I'm bringing this up is Pep Guardiola's average points per season is about 91, 90.
Thereabout,
Right? That's his
True.
average in a
Factual.
38 game season.
Factual.
Ferguson's highest in a 38 game season is lower than Pep's average.
People say that
So for me-
Fergie's era, competition was much higher than.
Yeah, that's what I'm
The
saying. He
competition
didn't
was-
need 100 points to win the
competition
league.
was not much higher.
No, it
It was not.
Did
It was not.
You didn't have a Liverpool team.
Don't say that.
I don't think there was any team
level
that
of the
was able to.
coaches that Pep has to deal with. Pep has someone wins the Europa League, West Ham hire him. Someone wins the Europa League, Crystal Palace hire him. We are seeing managers who, if in Ferguson's era, they will be managing Real Madrid, Valencia, and now Pep has to deal with them on a week-to-week basis. I mean, the quality of managers Pep has to face is higher. The quality of players, even in the smaller teams, is higher. So, because Premier League teams have so much more money now that the bottom feeders in the Premier League are competing with giants like Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and things for players. The Premier Leagues are that. When Pep Ferguson was in the Premier League was not the best league in the world until later. Most
but
of
that's
the
no
90s,
fault of his.
That's what I'm saying. And most
no,
of the
it's
90s,
just like saying you pick Michael Jordan and put him in this era and say because he's not a great 3-point shooter, he will not survive. It's the same thing. See, when you compare eras like that, Ferguson didn't need 90 points.
There was Rafa Benitez. There was Jose Mourinho. There was Arsene Wenger.
If they were good enough, they should have pushed Fergie to get 100
Roberto Mancini.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying that he didn't face quality, but I'm saying that the quality, the median quality, the average quality is higher. The average quality across, and now the Premier League has become the best league in the world. When Ferguson was the most of Ferguson's time until about 2008, 2009 there. That's when the Premier League. That's when the Premier League became the best league in the world. Before that, it was second or third in Europe. It was either Serie A or La Liga, which was ahead. And that's when he was, and that's why he was winning so much. But in Europe, we saw his European thing was not as good. It was quite shaky comparatively. Let's be honest. And that's the point I'm making. If you look at all of these things, Pep has taken the Premier League to another level. Pep has made it that if you don't get 90 points, forget about winning the title. Before that,
so is it about Pep or is it about Klopp pushing him?
Oh, it's Pep.
Really?
Somebody also pushing him. Ferguson. Wenger was pushing him.
He wasn't strong enough.
If they push you, they are pushing you to 85 points. If they are pushing you to 90 points. There's a difference, you know. All I'm saying is that if Ferguson came right now, he'll be where Man you are right now. He'll be stayed there.
We wouldn't know.
Thank you very much, guys.